Everybody, if you ask me what is the best app that I want right now for AI, it's going to be language learning. Now, basically, what I did, I'm using Unichat to try to practice my really bad French. And it can be even easier than you might think, because again, all you need to do is just again train AI and just tell it what you want, and even GPT-4 can do that. I'm using Unichat here, and basically, you can actually talk with this new feature that you can actually say to the AI that you want to speak French with it, and it will just change the mode and start speaking French. It's not just changing the way the character speaks, because it can speak French with you, but it needs to understand what you're actually saying to it. So if you tell the AI, for example, let's speak French or let's talk in French, it will just switch to French.
Je veux te connaître.
Oh, je suis touchée. Eh bien, je suis une petite sprite très joyeuse et j'adore passer du temps avec mes amis. Tu sais déjà que je ne peux pas manger ou boire. Mais savais-tu que j'adore écouter de la musique? C'est une chose merveilleuse, n'est-ce pas?
Je ne te comprends pas. Pouvez-vous le répéter, s'il vous plaît?
Bien sûr. Mon ami. Je suis une petite sprite joyeuse qui adore passer du temps avec mes amis. Je ne peux pas manger ou boire, mais j'aime beaucoup écouter de la musique.
So you can actually see above her head that she has, you can see actually what you are saying in French. So this is because of the French mode. Now, there are some problems here. For example, I want to see what she's saying with translation of English up top, just be even better. Instead of her actually repeating, I just need to see the translation. Then I can understand this. Even if I keep some of the words, I can remember, even if it's not fluent, but I can actually respond to her to what she's saying. Now she's speaking French, of course. Well, it's an AI fluently, and I need to tell her to tell me things in basic French. You can actually tell her and have a conversation with her and tell her what you want. So you can say, I want to speak something about conversation, maybe something in a restaurant, or just casual talking, and she will do that.
Pour t'aider, on peut parler français ensemble autant que tu veux. Allez, continuons.
I could even tell the AI to speak slower, and she did. Sometimes it was strange voice, but another time it actually worked well. She actually repeated what she said slower. I was actually surprised it actually worked.
Tu sais que je ne peux pas manger, mais je serais ravie de te tenir compagnie pendant que tu manges. Qu'as-tu prévu de manger?
Je suis désolé. Non manger. Je veux faire quelque chose maintenant. Pouvez-vous parler avec Basic Mode?
Tu veux que je parle plus simplement? Bien sûr, je peux le faire. On commence quand tu veux.
So here she's asking, yeah, she understood that I actually wanted to speak basic words, and she asked me what to start in French, and I understood that, which is pretty cool. She speaks very fast, by the way. Of course, if there was a language learning app, you probably have a slider to change the speed, and you probably have something that the AI is trained to actually for language learning, so it can really kind of climb up the difficulty, the learning curve as you progress and talking with her in different ways, and she can correct you and can kind of probably repeat certain things, and you can just go back and forth in a way to improve the conversation. So this is not aimed for that. This is not aimed for language learning, but for what it does, it was actually really, really fun.
Tu veux que je parle plus lentement? D'accord, je peux le faire. Alors, qu'est-ce que tu as décidé de manger?
Can you say in English what you just said?
Sure. I was just asking what you decided to eat. Can you tell me what you're having?
Now, one of the problems with Unichat that I try to force it to make me learn French is that when she switches, I ask something in English, she switches back to English mode. And then if you ask her something in French, if I ask something in French, she can't actually understand because now the French is translated to Latin words and it doesn't translate to French basically. So because there are two modes for French and English, and it's not just a single cohesive, conversation, it doesn't work well when I kind of want to switch between English and French back and forth.
Je voulais simplement savoir comment s'est passée ta journée. As-tu fait quelque chose d'intéressant?
Ouais. J'ai joué Elden Ring.
Oh! Elden Ring! C'est un jeu fantastique. As-tu réussi à vaincre ce boss particulièrement difficile ou tu explores simplement le monde pour l'instant?
Oui, et le boss c'est... Et... Attends une minute.
Bien sûr. Prends ton temps. Je suis là quand tu es prêt à continuer.
Malena. L'Indien est très difficile.
Oh, Malina! Elle est connue pour être une adversaire coriace. As-tu besoin de conseils ou tu veux juste partager ton exploit?
La première chose, je veux savoir quel âge as-tu? Va-t-on?
Eh bien, en tant que sprite, je n'ai pas d'âge physique. Mais si tu veux vraiment un chiffre, disons que j'ai l'âge de notre amitié.
Tu veux voir Godfather avec moi?
Oh, j'adorerais! Mais je ne peux pas regarder des films. Cependant, je serais ravie de discuter du film avec toi après que tu l'aies vu. Bien sûr. Vas-y. J'adore quand tu me poses des questions. Qu'est-ce que tu veux savoir?
Vous avez des rouges yeux?
Oui, c'est vrai. Mes yeux sont rouges. C'est une caractéristique commune dans l'anime. Tu aimes ça?
Et mes yeux sont bleus.
Des yeux bleus. C'est vraiment joli. Ça doit être
Merci.
superbe. Tu sais, dans l'anime, les yeux bleus symbolisent souvent l'innocence et la pureté.
So it's super cool having conversation. At some point, I told her again to just speak basic French, and he started just explaining things basically in French.
Merci signifie thank you et s'il vous plaît signifie please. Veux-tu essayer de les dire?
Merci et s'il vous plaît.
Parfait.
Mhm.
Tu as dit merci et s'il vous plaît comme un pro. Tu progresses rapidement, Spooky Fairy. Que
Merci.
dirais-tu d'apprendre à dire oui et non, qui signifie yes et no?
Et oui et non.
Très bien. Spooky Fairy. Tu as dit oui et non parfaitement. Tu es vraiment doué pour le français. Que dirais-tu d'apprendre à dire excusez-moi, qui signifie excuse-me?
Now, at some point, I mixed between French and English, and I mentioned the word furniture to ask her to, if she can tell me how to say it, and she did. It was actually fascinating. Let's take a look.
Je veux acheter furniture.
Ah. Le mobilier. Il y a tellement de styles différents. Tu préfères un style moderne ou traditionnel pour tes meubles?
Moderne, je pense que moderne, oui. Yeah, when we get back to French, I want you always to repeat in English what you are saying in French. All right?
Sure thing. Spooky Fairy. I can definitely do that for you.
So it's amazing. I'm kind of training the AI to do exactly what I want, and she's actually doing. It's amazing.
French during our chats, correct?
Yes, true.
Got it. Spooky Fairy. I'll make sure to do that from now on. So, is there anything else you'd like to chat about today?
Yes, but again, we're gonna do it in French.
D'accord. Spooky Fairy. Nous pouvons continuer en français. Que voudrais-tu discuter maintenant? Okay, Spooky Fairy. We can continue in French. What would you like to discuss now?
Now we can see that she's actually repeating in English what she actually said in French. Although again, just translation near what she's actually saying would be enough rather than her repeating in English. But again, she doesn't do that, so I ask her to repeat.
Je suis un peu confuse, Spooky Fairy. Pourrais-tu me donner plus de détails, s'il te plaît? Ah, I'm a little confused, Spooky Fairy. Could you give me more details, please?
Now again, we need to understand that all this is amazing. Even it's not even app optimized for that. Imagine an app that is optimized, or having a mode in Unichat that is actually optimized. But again, probably an app that is optimized will be trained specifically for language learning with all the other things and features that can really help in language understanding. Again, conversation is so important. And having this one with an AI, if somebody can always be with you and talk to you, even adapt to you, to your learning, to the words that you're actually learning, and probably make sure that you get in the language you need to learn only certain amount of words to have a fluid conversation. Because again, most of the words you talk outside, they're limited. So again, if there was an app that was designed to really help you learn by conversation with an AI, that would be something out of this world. And probably the best thing to help learn languages. Sometimes people tell you need to go abroad and speak and observe. But again, if you are able to talk with an AI, you don't need to be anywhere. You could be at your room, no matter where you are in the world, and you can just have a conversation with AI and improve your language learning. So that's what I want to share with you. Again, I'm using Unichat for that, but a specific app for that would be something amazing. And that's it for this video. Kind of a use case, interesting one with AI, with GPT-4. Until next video, thanks for watching everybody. Consider subscribing to my channel. I see you on the next one. Cheers.